Hi. So I want to do kind of a continuation video. I did another video that was about how to open these RCA style cartridges, but I realized that I mentioned that you might need a screwdriver, but I didn't need it because of the way that the other cartridge that I use as an example opened. It opened cleanly, just like completely split apart. Um, there's an issue that can happen, if you don't open it. So first of all, watch that video first, and then this is, kind of accept this as a part two. And actually, I don't even know if this will, I haven't tried to open it, so it might open cleanly as well. I'm hoping that, I'll have a problem opening this, and I'll, be able to show you how to use what the screwdriver's for. Um, just to kind of go over it again, you get your needle nose pliers, and the first thing is there's a little tabs that are inside here that kind of hold the end of it together, and you need to pop those first before you do the big move. So do that, and yeah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna try to not open this as forcefully as I usually do. I'm gonna try to create a problem. So again, watch my other video and where I recommend just doing it really fast and hard and confidently. I'm gonna kind of do this like, okay, this is gonna. I think this is gonna work out. So, all right, all right. Well, this, okay, this I can use this. So what will happen sometimes is that you'll with some carts you'll yank it, and somehow the heat sealing on the side will be a little stronger, and it will cause like part of it to separate, but then there'll be a slight upward tear right there. And if you continue trying to yank it, you're just going to make it rip across the top here, and you don't want that. So let's just pretend that happened there. That happened there, and I don't want that to happen anymore. So what you do is you go to the other side. So that's the tears on this side. So you want to work this side and use this to continue popping it, and you want to just like kind of work your way around where you find a place to put the screwdriver in, and then give it a kind of a quick twist up. Again, kind of like the pliers, do a jerk, kind of a jerk thing, and it just working your way around, and you get all the way to the part where there's a tear, and then at that point it separates the other side of the tear. So let me just kind of show that. So on this side we've got a slight, let's see, got a slight opening over here. It mainly open on this side, but so just kind of gonna make some space there and stick the blade in, and then I'm just gonna slide the blade down, or the screwdriver. Kind of get in a position where it makes sense. So I'll use my chest as a brace there. Okay, so, and then, sorry, this is kind of awkward to do, like right in the camera frame, and so you working around, you do that, and then it just, anyway, this went ahead and separated, but you would just theoretically just kind of work your way around. Sometimes it's another thing is, kind of imagining where it was before, where it was more still sealed over here and open over here. You can, instead of using a screwdriver, if that's the way it's left, you could just open it like a book, and it'll kind of go crack, crack, you hear a bunch of splitting sounds. Sounds like you're, like a tree being, coming down the forest, but on a smaller scale. I don't know. And then that, that you can open it that way, just kind of, crack it open like a book. So then, in the other video, I also talked about sealing it, which I do with super glue in 6 points 2 on the side and 4 corners. When you do that, you if there's a tear there and you seal it back, it's not as visible. I mean, it looks good. It kind of comes back together, and you really don't notice it. I should mention about, when the glue's drying, several things you can do. You can just, hold with your hands, kind of there until the super glue dries. You want to do something firm. Get a heavy book, put it on the surface, and just put the book on it. Let that do that. You can get, these clamps and put 4 of them, in each corner. But you definitely want to apply pressure to all the glue points, because, if you don't, then it's just, obviously one side is not going to be glued, and then you might have to open it up again to get that point, because if you try to pry one edge up and get some glue in there, either it's going to look messy, or it's just going to go ahead and pop the rest of them open anyway. Yeah, so some kind of clamping, hand pressure for, a couple minutes, and it should look good as new. So I hope that explains what I didn't explain in the other video.